Hey guys, crankycaz here.
And thesherbster.
We're here with Season 2 of House of the Dragon. Shall we just get going with it?
Let's just get going with it.
Strong language and violent scenes.
Excellent.
Standard for a Game of Thrones style. I missed it. I'm disappointed in myself. Epic theme music.
There's a lot of flames going on. I'm just noticing how much fire. So much fire.
Fire, blood,
dragons. Woo! So, whose side are you on?
I lean towards Rhaenyra at the moment.
Too. Yeah.
But
that may change. We'll find out, I guess.
51-49? I don't know.
If you want early access to our reactions, go follow us on Patreon. Let's go. Is this the woods in the north, near Winterfell?
Of course, remembering like all the regions and what are in those regions.
Yeah, Sherbs has never watched Game of Thrones, whereas I have.
Not in full.
Okay, so this looks to me like the north.
It eclipses all things, even blood.
This is Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
All men of honour must pay the price.
I mean, the name would make sense, given the snowy mountains and everything.
The North owes a great duty to the Seven Kingdoms, one older than any oath. Since the days of the first men, we have stood as guardians against the cold and the dark. Through its long tradition, the Night's Watch cultivated its strength from doomed men who had their life as their only possession. But my ancestor, Torrhen Stark, began a tradition by making an offering at the onset of winter.
Did Torrhen Stark build
1 in 10 men from our
Winterfell?
household was to be chosen to fortify the Watch.
Or was that Brandon Starr?
This
Bran the Builder, yeah,
is
okay.
not a sentence, but an honour, a duty embraced by all who serve the North, even by mine own kin.
So, I'm going to pause it here, just to say, I've read the books, but it was a long time ago, and obviously we both watched Season 1 of House of the Dragon. I've also watched all of Game of Thrones, but you've not seen any of it, have you?
Well, I've seen snippets here and there, but not enough to know everything that's going on. But I do know about A Night's Watch.
Okay, fair enough. So basically, if it's kind of like a sentence that's passed down if you've committed a crime, or if you get exiled, it's to the Night's Watch, and then you live out the rest of your days on the watch, basically. Defending against the creepy things that are out there.
Anything that's out there that could be a threat. Although they were saying that the tradition of actually 1 in 10 would go there, and actually that it's more of an honour rather than a sentence.
It pleases me to think that over a century ago our ancestors treated in this very place.
Why does he look
the
familiar?
Conqueror and the king in the north.
You at least had the mercy not to threaten me with your dragon.
He looks really similar to, not Lucerys, but the older son. It's not the same actor, is it? Rhaenyra's older son.
The realm will soon tear itself apart if men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
Starks do not forget their oaths.
They do not. I also love how much he looks like Sean Bean, the guy on the right.
If my mother is to defend her claim...
Oh, hang on. So it is Rhaenyra's son. He's gone up to the Night's Watch.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go then.
She needs an army.
My father brought King Jaehaerys and Queen Alysanne to see the wall. His grace stood at this very outlook and watched as their dragons, the greatest power in the world, refused to cross it.
Oh, really?
Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages?
What does it keep out?
Death.
That's interesting that the dragons wouldn't go across it, because obviously, well, because in Game of Thrones, the dragons do go across.
A raven's arrived. Urgent news from Dragonstone.
Is this where he finds out that his younger brother's been nobbled by the dragon? I think it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the dragon of...
That's Meleese, which is, I can't remember her name. Rhaenys's dragon.
We're flying out.
Meleese must gorge and rest, as must I.
We're going to King's Landing.
To what end?
Killing Vhagar. With my dragon and yours together, we can kill Vhagar and her rider.
Vhagar is the big dragon, I think, yeah.
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen remains absent. She has been gone for days. Too long. She is exposed.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the Queen shirks her duties.
A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead.
But she's not going to believe it until...
She was a fool to go alone. What if Aemon were to happen?
That might be accurate.
Yeah, she would murder the fuck out of Aemon for what he did.
She has not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
Oh, that's a pointed comment, isn't it?
The chance. Aegon's line would be extinguished, and Luke would be alive.
I mean, she could have flame grilled Alicent and Aegon.
Fly with me.
Come fly with me.
Would that you were the king.
Ha. She's always supported the women, hasn't she? I think she's quite liking that Rhaenyra is in power now. She loved Luke, didn't she? Like, I think he was probably her favourite, if you could have a favourite child. I mean,
Well, yes.
probably shouldn't, but... Lawless!
It's a marvel she was able to return from the Stepstones at all. I must have my ship back at sea.
Oh, it's fucked.
Yeah, got a bit of work to
I have a
do.
word with my brother. The smithy delivered this earlier, my lord.
Oh, a cane. Oh no, it's a dagger.
I was going to say, this is looks a bit more pointy.
Oh.
I was very sorry to hear about your heir's death. It was the blackest of treacheries.
Oh, because his
Pardon, my
his
lord.
daughter was betrothed to
It'll
him.
please you.
They tell me that you're the one that dragged my body out of the sea. I am indebted to you, Alan.
Just,
What? Are you thinking anything?
No.
Oh. Gates clunk.
I love some of the subtitles they put in.
I know. Right, let's see what's going on at King's Landing.
What are the other side doing?
Already? Are we just going straight with the dragons in episode 1? Really?
Start as you mean to go on, I suppose.
Oh, they've got the scorpions. That's okay. Oh yeah, you've got to watch and check which dragon it is.
Yep.
'Cause, each side has some, don't
Yep,
they?
indeed.
He's got a lot of holes in his wings. though.
Yes.
What's happened to him? Oh, have they got kids now?
Where is Jaehaerys?
Attending his lessons.
And those are where?
What do you need of him?
Taken into the small council. He'll be king one day. He must begin his instruction.
What if he does not want to be king?
Where is he?
The library. You must not interrupt his custom.
Because are they married to each
I'm
other?
afraid.
They are, aren't they?
Don't be. They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons. The rats.
Okay. Foreshadowing.
The Queen is an enduring mystery. Is she not?
Everyone thinks she's stupid or just weird, but she knows what's gonna happen.
Are you
hello?
are we having another one?
Kristen, wait, is that Sir Kristen?
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
Is she shagging Sir Kristen? I bet
What?
he is the dirty
I
bastard.
thought she was giving birth then initially.
No,
and then realised, hang on a minute, no.
he was-
Well, he was doing
Oh
other
my
stuff.
god, she's fucking Sir Kristen.
We're expected at the small council, Your Grace.
They're literally in bed together.
Yep.
We cannot. Again.
We cannot again. So is that the first time they've done that? I do not like Sir Kristen.
No.
He's been salty ever since Rhaenyra turned him down.
Yep.
But I mean, what did he expect?
Good morrow, my lords. Mother, what news?
Our letters to the Vale and to the north continue to go unanswered.
Come.
Well.
Stormlands should be ours after Prince Aemon's marriage pact to the Lady Floris Baratheon.
Just wants to play.
Thank you. My letters to Rhaenyra. Has there been any answer?
An apology for her dead son?
None, Your Grace. Between that and their blockade of the gullet, we must presume that the princess has refused the offered terms, and that war is now inevitable.
Perhaps Your Grace might lend his voice to our outreach.
Enough.
In hopes that new terms might be negotiated.
Is the heir to the throne bothering you, Tyland?
No. No.
No, not in the least.
Not at all.
Because I think he wants a ride.
Your Grace.
A ride.
A pony ride.
Oh,
Wouldn't that
he's
be
just
fun,
taking
Jaehaerys?
the
Should the master of
piss.
coin?
He is a bit, isn't he? Are you taking this seriously?
Do it. Do it now.
Rhaenyra's blockade has placed King's Landing under strain, and those pressures will multiply quickly.
Well, we should have just killed her when we had the chance.
Regrettably, the opportunity for surprise has been lost, and with it the chance to end this conflict quickly.
I don't think Alicent wants that,
Play the
based on what
board
she
before
was
us.
saying.
Aemon,
Aha.
what is your business here?
The king summoned me.
You do not have a seat at this council.
Aemon is my closest blood and our best sword. I welcome him.
Path to King's Landing is through the Riverlands. We must establish a toehold there, at Harrenhal.
The River Lords will either declare for me, or they will meet Vhagar and Sunfire together. And we can burn the blockade while we're at it.
Rhaenyra has dragons as well.
Mine are bigger.
If we loose the dragons to war, there'll be no calling them back. We must proceed cautiously.
Fat old Lord Tully will either raise my banner or see his burn. We should fly to River Run.
You are the king, Your Grace. You must not put yourself at risk.
And Vhagar is needed here to deter Rhaenyra from attacking, in retribution for the death of her son.
Errors were made.
Oh,
in
she's
the
really
hours
pissed off with
following
Aemond.
the You've already demonstrated your might, Your Grace. We must now favour patience and restraint. I send ravens by
He's
the
like
hour.
a child.
He is like, no, I want to go and do it now.
Oh, Laris.
Good morning, Your Grace.
Good morrow, Lord Laris.
I wonder if she's still doing
I come earlier to have a word before the small council convenes.
the feet
but your
stuff
handmaid
for him.
said that you were indisposed.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I have completed questioning the whole of the castle staff. They produced rather interesting details, but I am satisfied I have exposed all who betrayed our trust.
And what of them?
They no longer breathe our air.
Oh.
I've
God, he's
chosen the new
creepy.
staff, personally.
Yes, and he's doing it rather well, isn't he?
I think she quite enjoyed the fact she was getting a bit of attention from Sir Criston, and Laris didn't know.
Your Grace? Just leave me. Just leave me.
I must admit, I'd feel a bit uncomfortable being surrounded by people while I was taking a bath.
Why is she so... Is this sort of anxiety? Is she...
I was just wondering
She's
that,
quite
yeah.
stressed. I mean, I remember when she was younger, she used to pick at her cuticles, didn't she? Or her
Right,
nails.
yes.
Like, and I remember Otto saying, oh, don't do that. Like, she's not happy with how things are working out with Rhaenyra.
No, understandably.
Unfortunately, they've just gone a bit too far, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Dragon!
The dragon snuffed it
this,
as well.
This is Luke's dragon, I think. It's the wing that's washed up. She's not going to find Luke in there in some form. Is it his cloak?
Looks like it. Based on what was said earlier on, he didn't believe it because of not seeing it. Now she is.
King Aegon. Aegon the Magnanimous.
The Magnanimous.
Oh, you fucking arsehole.
What a prick.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm. Hail King Aegon.
The Magnanimous.
Wasn't his personal choice then,
No,
by the sound of
guessing
it.
not.
Let's have the
Okay.
first petition, my good Lord Hand.
'Tis my flock. A tenth of them taken by
Dragons.
the crown on the cusp of winter. If I'd had the time to plan,
We should
perhaps.
return them.
Your Grace?
You need your goats for the winter, don't you?
Sheep, your Grace.
Sheep, even better. I shall make your flock of sheep whole.
We already made a promise to all the crown lands that a tithing of livestock would be necessary to sustain the dragons for their increased activity and, pray not, eventual fighting.
Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
If you
Okay.
return one herd of sheep, Your Grace, you'll soon find them all at the foot of your throne
Oh,
expecting
wow,
the
so
same.
Otto is being the...
They won't know.
When the king speaks, Your Grace, all...
So he's displaying his inexperience here, by the looks
Yeah,
of it.
but what strikes me there is that
He's
Aegon's
not-
instinct was to be
After further
Nice.
thought,
nice.
Yeah.
I have decided that I cannot restore your sheep. If war were to break out, my dragons will require feed. Bring the next.
Yeah, he was wanting to be nice there, wasn't he? Which shows that maybe he's not a complete dickhead.
The Smiths are all proud to support your grace against Rhaenyra.
But
But iron costs have grown. A lone scorpion takes weeks to build. If we could but have the crown's coin before we started work, it would bring great relief. Not just to
They
me,
don't
but
have
to all
any.
the Smiths serving you.
Are they in debt?
You shall be paid, and paid well. My army cannot win a war without your weapons. You should continue their making.
Here comes Otto again.
Our victory depends on the efforts of the small folk.
Okay, so Otto didn't say anything there. I have a feeling they're in debt, though, and they can't fulfill that
Your Grace, it filled my
obligation.
heart to see you on the Iron Throne. I was only a boy when Jaehaerys last graced the seat, but you brought forth memories of him, and he was such a deft touch with the small folk, just as your father did.
Thank you, my lord.
Tis the hand's want to keep a firm grip on things. You controlled your father the same way. Viserys had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
As we
He's trying to
find
be a
ourselves
sneaky
standing
snake, isn't he?
you
Is he going to try and
wish
become
to be
Hand?
viewed.
I wonder if he's going to try and get Otto out the picture.
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, your grace.
Yeah, he's making him reconsider. He just wants power for himself. He's Littlefinger Mark II. Or maybe he's the OG Littlefinger, I suppose.
Daughter,
I requested an audience hours ago.
there were many petitions.
I find myself wondering, do we pursue the same end?
I must admit there are days where I myself can't be sure.
It's victory.
And how would you define victory?
Rhaenyra bending the knee and Aegon sitting the Iron Throne in peace.
Well, if that's how you describe it, then we are aligned.
Then be my ally.
I am.
An ally would not repeatedly cut my legs from beneath me at that table of men. I sit there and I feel your anger.
Frustration. These critical days since Viserys' passing haven't gone to plan.
That's not my fault. My sons both see you as the great example. Aegon is ever eager to prove himself, and Aemond is angry.
Aemond erred, but he is fiercely loyal. He wishes to please.
I'm not sure that he is.
But if you undermine my voice, both those boys will grow deaf to it.
Yep. Gotta be a united front. I think Aemond is not as loyal as Otto thinks.
I haven't seen it that way.
We only need to mind Aegon until the novelty of rule is spent. Once he tires of it, you and I can steer our course to victory.
A fine
Once
strategy,
he tires of it.
Walter. But you must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
But that does not mean it must be wanton.
No.
Calculated. I think he respects her for what she's been doing. Oh, hello.
You.
Oh!
The White Worm.
She lives.
I think I would wither in your absence.
How long have you been selling secrets to Otto Hightower?
As long as he had gold to pay for them.
Who sent you fleeing from King's Landing in such disrepair? You put Aegon on the throne.
That was the Hightower's conspiracy. I merely profited from knowing Aegon's movements.
But you delivered him.
I would have returned home eventually for gold, then for respite, as he always does. I simply sped the business along.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne and the murder of her son.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach. My arrangement with the Hand was purely transactional. I held no loyalty to him. Certainly do not now.
Yeah, true, because he did try to burn the her
his
place down, didn't he?
I possess nothing of value to you, Damon.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think he's probably still into her. There's tension there.
Have her moved to the cells. She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
Forgive me, my prince, but the lady speaks the truth. She was no agent of the Hightowers.
What is it to you?
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne? Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
Harry and I were named to the King's Guard at just 8 and 10.
And we swore the same oath to defend the whole of the royal family. So what were we to do when they turned against one another?
Fair play for sort of standing up to Damon there. I mean, he's one person I would not want to get on the wrong side
he's got
of.
balls, hasn't he?
She's back.
I would have thought when they turn against each other, though, your duty is to the named heir. And Rhaenyra was the named heir.
First of a name, Queen of the Andals, and the Roydar and the First Men, Lady of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Did you find what you needed? Your counsel stands at the ready, Your Grace.
Right, what's her plan of action?
I want Aemond Targaryen.
I feel like she's gonna feed him to her dragon. I just, wow.
Yeah, she didn't specify whether it was alive or dead. And if I'm not wrong, those are her first words in this series.
What's gonna happen here? We're gonna have sexy time, or...?
In your years as merchant of gossip, you surely accumulated spies within the Red Keep, servants who knew the comings and goings.
Scheme with someone else, Damon. I was once in your thrall, but no longer.
A transaction, then. Your knowledge in exchange for your freedom.
Would you trust him, though? She said she had no knowledge. What if she tells him stuff and then... I don't know. Oh, this is going to be heartbreaking.
Your Grace, Lady Jane Arryn has pledged her support in exchange for a dragon to guard the Vale.
And Lord Cragen Stark has promised 2,000 men.
Just cuddle each other. This is sad, because she used to go here with Rhaenyra.
Yep.
Sarah's Targaryen.
She's gonna say one for Luke, isn't she, I think? Oh, little Viserys has grown up a bit.
Sarah's Valorian.
You were right.
Yeah.
She's not a complete monster.
She's not, and she does just believe she's doing what Viserys wanted. That's the awful thing, right?
It's the sheer misinterpretation of what he said in his dying breath.
What's Damon up
Yeah, I
to?
was just wondering that. Has he got his information?
Where's he come to? King's Landing? Is that a gold cloak?
I'm told you bear a mislike for the high towers.
Fuck the high towers.
Well, that confirms that then.
He's gonna let him in. What's Damon's plan here, though?
The White Worm said you're one of Aegon's rat catchers. I was also given to understand that you possess a unique knowledge of the Red Keep.
Michael's tunnels. I know them better than the shape of my arm cock.
This is my friend.
Oh, I'm worried.
Tonight he's going to be your friend. You're to find and slay the Prince Aemon Targaryen. But I understand he's quite good in a fight. You want to take caution.
I mean, he's not going to manage that, is he?
All right.
Really?
What if we can't find him?
You should be leading the van, and I should be flying cover on Vhagar. No castle would dare to raise Rhaenyra's banner against us. We would bring the whole of the Crown lands to heel in weeks.
Well, mayhaps we could petition the king privately to send us out.
These two scheming.
My brother is hostage to my grandsire and mother. Otto fears to upset the order of things. And Alicent is simply angry.
Angry?
She blames me for starting this war after she
Well, you
plotted with
kinda
my
did.
father's council to usurp his throne. Her grace speaks with two tongues.
He's just
She has a
thinking.
gentle
Yeah.
heart. And Rhaenyra is a cunning spider.
Oh, you're
Long
just
ago she
salty,
drowsed
mate.
and intoxicated her. It is not your mother's fault.
She holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Return to your post, Lord Commander. I must have a word with the Prince. It would concern me, grandson, if plans were being considered beyond the ears of your king and his hand. You've a zeal to act, I understand. I was young once myself.
I only wish to serve my king and my house.
You and Vhagar are the greatest single power in the realm. But there are many pieces at play here, some of which you can't yet see. I promise you, Aemond, you will have all the vengeance that you seek, but you must keep a grip on your impulses. We both know that your brother cannot.
I was just thinking when Damon was talking about Maegor's tunnels and it being rat infested, I'm really worried that I can't remember her name. Alicent's daughter, the one that does all the prophecies, who was talking about being afraid of rats.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's going to end up running into these tunnels when King's
Yeah.
Landing gets attacked and maybe get stuck in and the rats get her. I'm just throwing it out there. I think something like that might happen, which would be horrifying.
I wonder if we're getting close to the violence that it was warning us about before this started.
True, we haven't had much violence yet.
Well, have we had any at all?
No, not
I've seen
really.
a table get whacked by Damon. If that counts.
I need to be a symbol for the small folk as well as the nobility.
You could always be Aegon the Strong.
My mother and grandsire mind me like some helpless duckling.
Oh, but you're the king. Who gives a shit what they say?
My brother at least knows his place.
Keep your eyes
I
down.
need a style that demonstrates power and commands respect. No one knows what magnanimous means.
Maybe Aegon the Generous, then. That would charm the small folk.
I like that.
Is there more strong one? Aegon the Dragonheart.
Better.
Aegon the
The
Dragon.
The dragon cock.
Yes, the untamable beast.
I love the fact he's just sat on the throne getting pissed with his mates.
Yeah. Oh, the rats.
Oh, there are the rats.
How do we get upstairs?
The royals live up there. Different group of rat catchers work the upstairs.
If we're to kill a royal fucking prince,
We need to get upstairs.
I got you in the castle. I thought the rest was your bit.
I could end you right here. Take the rest of the gold myself.
I know my way upstairs. I just don't know my way around. No.
Well, that's going to put him on the back foot then, isn't it?
I do wonder if you're gonna. Oh! Kick the
Okay.
dog!
Don't like you now, mate.
I'll search the next room.
Is he gonna meet Sir Kristen, do you think?
Yeah, so Kristen's probably going to feature, Aemon's going to feature, at least one of them will, and I reckon they're both going to get off, because I very much doubt they'd succeed in getting rid of Aemon this early on.
No, oh no, Aemon's totally not dying now. I'm just wondering what's gonna happen.
For the rats.
Okay.
So,
What rats?
I mean, lady, just don't say anything, don't scream. Oh, she's gonna fucking run. Oh no! Oh, he's gonna kill her because she ran.
Stay still.
Is that?
Who the fuck?
Ranges.
A son for a son, he said. What does she look
Don't
like? A
kill
fucking
her.
son to you?
Over there.
Oh, don't.
Oh, not the kids.
No.
We need to get our head and get out.
No.
That is not.
Oh no.
Oof.
They both look the same. Which one's a boy?
Maybe that one.
No.
Look for a cock. Jeez.
The mother knows.
Oh no. She doesn't deserve this.
I have a necklace. It's of great value.
That's not a son.
Can you imagine having to...
Wait. It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
They're going to kill both of them. And her.
She's telling true.
Hold him down.
Well, start as you mean to go on.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh god, is she gonna be...
Not going to go down where the rats are, is she?
I hope not. Oh god!
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh god!
What happened?
They killed the boy.
She's like, fuck. Oh wow, what a way to finish.
Jesus Christ.
Okay then.
So that's one son down.
Yep.
Is this just going to be one of those series where, like, all of them end up dying in some way? We're going to literally have, like, Rhaenyra and Alicent left. Great first episode, but
Absolutely.
not the kind of tone I expected.
Definitely not. If they're starting with that, I hate to think what we're going to see in the rest of the series. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, if you want to see our reactions to these episodes early, then you can become a patron or become a YouTube member. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Not sure what to say.
Till next time, I guess. Bye.
See ya.